This is Jay Richards at the COSM 2019 conference, and I'm joined by Bruce Agnew, a longtime friend, longtime Discovery Institute colleague,
Yes.
and you're involved in this ACES Northwest Network. Of course, you're director of the Cascadia Center. First of all, good to see you, Bruce.
You too, Jay.
So tell me about this ACES Northwest Network. What's this about?
Well, Tom Alberg and Brian Mistley are two co-chairs, and it's a group of about 50 tech businesses that are promoting autonomous, connected, electric, and shared mobility.
That's the ACES?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what ACES stands for.
Okay. And so you've been in the transportation sort of world for a long time. I mean, what's new now? I mean, what's coming up the pipe?
Technology will transform the way we move people and goods in the world.
Yeah.
And Uber and Lyft, we never had them in 2009. They started, they've revolutionized rideshare, electrification of transportation, something that Cascadia Center, through funding from the Gates Foundation, started our Beyond Oil conferences at Microsoft back in 2006. And now we have connected vehicles, autonomous trucks, drones, urban air mobility opportunities. So it's just become a huge field for study and research. And there's no better area than Puget Sound with Amazon and Microsoft and Boeing and our major companies and tech companies. We should be deploying these vehicles here. And ACES is kind of a cheerleading group to try to expedite that deployment.
Are you optimistic about how it's going?
I am. I mean, most of the testing at Waymo, GM Cruise has been in the Southwest, California and Phoenix. But we think that if we can get ready by putting electric charging stations in for a variety of delivery vans or Uber, Lyft, or employer shuttles that we see increasingly here, that will help. 5G is a big deal. 5G is the C part of ACES.
Okay. So you think that, so is 5G, let's sort of focus on that, because that's been an abiding concern here at the conference. I mean, why is that important specifically?
Well, it basically increases bandwidth and reduces latency.
Okay.
So the data that Brian talked about in the presentation, coming to the vehicle from the cloud, coming to the vehicle from traffic lights that the vehicle can communicate with to change traffic lights, and vehicle-to-vehicle communication, all are enhanced by 5G because it's bigger bandwidth and quicker reaction. So it adds a degree of technical capacity to the vehicle that allows it to avoid accidents.
Yeah.
And so the community that adopts 5G will be attractive to companies like Waymo and GM in terms of the deployment of these vehicles. So we're excited about it.
So where is 5G deployment in Seattle? What's the timeline on that?
Yeah, we've gone through a couple of leadership changes. There's a city council election coming up. We hope we have a more pro-business council. The new mayor, Durkin, is interested. The previous mayor actually did some things to get us to 5G, but we're still kind of buried in the bureaucracy a bit.
Okay.
Bellevue has emerged as a leader. They've the Chamber of Commerce and the tech businesses, working with ACES, expedited the advocacy, and the city council told city staff, let's get this thing going. And of course, there's the FCC ruling about a certain amount of time to permit these and a reasonable cost per the small cell carrier, the small cell deployments on the utility poles. Some of the cities are fighting that, but most cities are recognizing that they should negotiate with the AT&Ts and the T-Mobiles and the Verizons to get this thing done, because there's so many economic benefits from healthcare, from autonomous vehicles, that make a city attractive if they have 5G.
That makes sense. It's an exciting time to be doing transportation work.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Bruce. Good to see you.
Okay.
This is Jay Richards. We're at COSM 2019.